What is good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlets and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So I would normally today be making a proper video, you know what I mean? Like I would do the editing and stuff, but this dropped out of nowhere. Like this genuinely dropped out of nowhere. Nintendo just dropped their Nintendo Direct Mini out of nowhere, like just publicly put it out there, and the reason for this is because, and they pointed out in the start, I'm not going to mention it because YouTube doesn't want the word to be mentioned, so I'm not going to bring it up here, but they just brought it, like, it's basically they put this out right now because of the whole like thing that's going on in the world, as you guys may know. So they put this out there. There's a few things in here. You can watch the whole thing on your own. I may do a stream where I go through everything. If you want to see a stream going through everything, I'll do that. But let's actually go through the Pokemon stuff in this whole thing, because at the end here they show Pokemon stuff. Now I will be putting my face cam over a lot of this for the sake of, you know, avoiding copyright, because Nintendo are really annoying with that sort of stuff. So please understand. But either way, let's get into it. So we're going to be stopping a lot in between stuff, but here at the end, basically we have the Pokemon stuff. So first things first, we get to see the whole like dojo again. It shows up, and we get to see what it looks like to run around in this, you know, new area. Some of the actual gameplay from it. You can see some fishing here, and what things look like. Got Slowpoke. As you can see, there's like a really cool biome, like the difference here in the water. It kind of looks like almost like a little bit like a swamp here. You know, and I like that. I like the little bit differences here, like the beautiful, like the actual, you know, forest looks beautiful. I like the increased amount of trees. Here, though, we get to see how it looks like when you fly over to this, like, Isle of Armor, right? You can see how much space there is to work with. I'm gonna be honest, it looks pretty small. Like, in all honesty, it looks very small. So first things first, and we can break this down right here. So you got right here, on the front, if we just take down my face cam for a second, you've got a dojo right there, which is the one we've seen. The actual train station, seemingly, to this place, I think it's a train station. The tower we see in the background, and another tower over here, of course, one being blue and one being red, of course, for the evolutions for Kubfu, which is the new legendary for the Isle of Armor. It's evolution Urshifu. It's basically two different places you can go to, I guess. There's also seemingly some sort of cave over here, some sort of cave system, which looks interesting. And like, generally speaking, it looks pretty small, I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was gonna be larger. It seems pretty small. Then the actual world itself does look pretty cool, oh geez. Pretty large though, but maybe it's gonna be bigger than we think. I don't really know, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna try to not overhype myself. But as you can see right here, if we just look at what happens here, you can see they're running on a beach, which looks pretty large. You can go out here into the ocean, I guess, a little bit, get yourself some of the dens, and then here this is a beautifully looking cave. Like, it's just like nice and big, like really gives you a sense of scale, and I do like this kind of panning shot here that shows you a bunch of stuff. So of course this is the Isle of Armor, as we already mentioned. Then we get to see a little bit of, I guess, Crown Tundra showing up, because we know Crown Tundra is coming later, but here's the Crown Tundra, and we're getting so much less information on Crown Tundra because it is the like the next one. It's not the first one we're going to be taking a look at, you know, it's not the first one we're going to be getting. The first one, of course, is the Isle of Armor. Here we get to see the rivals, of course, the one for sword and the one for shield, which are, of course, going to be, you know, different ones depending on what you take. And yeah, you can see the Isle of Armor here. And this is where you're going to meet these rivals and explore the world with them. Of course, here's the dojo again. It's a little farm-looking thing out here, a little garden with, like, you know, gardening and stuff. It's a straight-up dojo gym. You got Mustard. You got a bunch of disciples here, I guess, in the same outfits that you're going to be wearing, which look cool. Again, I'm just trying to break down as much as possible, see what we can find in this, you know, trailer. But if we go back right here to what we just saw, there is seemingly he's just showing you something. There's like a path here. I guess there's a trainer. Maybe you can battle her. I don't know. But you can see the kind of like little bridge that we saw in the trailer earlier, where you're looking out into the forest. And I do like the kind of feeling of the forest here. It looks like it's far better put together in terms of like differences in the amount of trees and that sort of stuff. It looks good. Other than that, we're back in the dojo here. We get to see, I guess, a battle we're gonna have with them, with Mustard, and he's showing off, of course, the legendary Kubfu, which is a crazy little lad, isn't he? But he's showing off that, and then we have Tower of Two Fists. So this is the towers, right? And you, of course, got the red one, the blue one, which you're gonna go to, I guess, for different things. So this one's got darkness. This one's got waters. I'm not sure what that's meant to mean, but I guess it's like I guess it does make sense, because that's, I guess, the difference in the typings, right? So I guess one tower is going to give you one evolution, the other one's going to give you another evolution for Kubfu. I think that's the whole point of it, right? It's going to give you a different version of the of Urshifu, right? So because that's the whole point of it. Now, here we can see a new kind of move, single strike style, and then I guess here we can see rapid strike style. And I guess it's like the different kind of like versions of it that you can, you know, kind of run. It's like, I guess it's the same evolution really, but just like different versions of it, so to say. And that's what we get to see right here. But yeah, that's basically what it looks like. So again, we'll go back to this and we can see what it, you know, again, what it is. just, you know, replay that. Just gonna have to increase this a little bit just so it doesn't get copyright claimed. Anyway, so single strike, and I gotta say, this animation looks sick. It looks interesting. I like the way it looks like. It does look a little bit janky in some areas, but it does also look cool with like the effects and stuff. I do like the effects and that sort of stuff. It looks pretty cool, and I'm wondering how strong this Pokemon's gonna be. Like, I'm really curious. Now, next up here though, we have ourselves the Gigantamax forms. It seems like they're going to be shown off here for the starter Pokemon. So you got yourself Gigantamax, Cinderace, you got yourself Gigantamax, what's it called? Oh god, I can't remember the names of the boys. But I basically, you got the starter Pokemon, Gigantamax forms. I'm sorry, my brain is just trying to kind of compress all this right now, because it all came out of nowhere, all this information. It just dropped. It just randomly dropped today. What day is it today? It's a Thursday. So this is the day where they normally would have been a direct, and they just dropped it out of nowhere. There was no stream, there was no precautions, there was no info, nothing. This is probably the coolest one though, I gotta say. This is probably the coolest Gigantamax form. Literally a sniper, like that is so sick. I love it. And yeah, I don't know, Cinderace, I like the Cinderace one. It's a giant like ball, like just, you know, it's sick. It looks cool. Okay. This one ignores opponents' ability. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. However, that is not all. There's also new outfits. So as you may notice there, you can now dress up the same outfit as Marnie. You can dress up in the same outfit as the Chairman Rose, as well as, I guess, some of the other people that are in Sword and Shield, some of the characters and stuff, as well as different backgrounds for your trainer card from Isle of Armor. Again, really cool stuff. I'm wondering if we can get the date here. I think we might get the date here. So this is the Sword and Shield expansion pass, available by the end of June. So there you go, guys. We now know, generally speaking, when it's coming. So end of June will probably be what, like the 20th, 25th, maybe 25th, 20th, maybe something like that. Like, you know, that's where we're going to get it. And the other one's going to be available still in fall, so there's no info on part 2. They still haven't given us enough information, but you can also see something interesting here in the background while they're showing this. There's something interesting you can see here in the back. You can see the character talking to that, but also here you can see a little bit more of the wild area, right? How they've changed the biome. I do like this. This is what I feel like they should have done the first time around with Sword and Shield, is like make the actual wild area like a little bit more different in, like, you know, the amount of grass and stuff around there. Because, I mean, look at the amount of differences in, like, the grass and stuff, you know? You got these, like, weird, like, yellow flowers, some of these weird bushes and stuff. Like, there needs to be more of that stuff, and I appreciate they did it there. But I feel like that should have been there also prior. But hey, it is what it is. Then also here, purchase before August 31st and connect to the internet in-game, receive Leon's cap and tights. So yeah, you can get Leon's outfit, which is, wow, that's interesting. So I guess you can be essentially Leon in the game, which is, that's pretty cool. That's going to be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, that is basically it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Are you excited for it? Are you going to be buying the DLC is my biggest question. Are you guys excited to buy it? And yeah, I think that's really almost all. There may be something else popping up here. Let's see what it is. Oh, it is, I guess, Copperage. So Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Sword again, Duraludon. So I guess they're officially releasing these now. Garbodor as well. You got Garbodor and you got Charizard as well. There you go. So yeah, you got these guys, and I guess this means that they're going to be showing up as Gigantamax Pokemon in the game now. I guess that's what they probably announced here. I'm going to turn on the volume real quick and see what they just said. Let's just go back real quick. Yeah, so yeah, you can encounter them in the game right now. Basically, that's the general gist of it, right? There's really not much else to say about that. But yeah, let's just like that real quick, and there you go. That's basically it, guys. So, what do we know now? Well, basically, we know the general scale of the Isle of Armor. We still do not know about the Crown Tundra, which is what I'm more excited for. I'm gonna be honest, I'm more excited for the Crown Tundra, for the legendary birds, for a lot of the other stuff that's gonna be there, that's gonna be way cooler than the Isle of Armor. Because it seems like the Isle of Armor is gonna be pretty small in terms of size. It looks like the actual island is pretty small. It looks like the amount of new things are gonna be small amounts. Like, and also in the open world area, as you could see, there was no Pokemon walking around, which is really weird. I couldn't see any Pokemon walking in the open world area, which is really odd. Like, I'm wondering what that implies. Maybe they just hid them for the trailer and didn't want to spoil them for the trailer specifically. Maybe that's why they didn't show it there. But it's really odd that they didn't show that stuff off. But also, again, there is some stuff I should mention, which is that fact that they also upload a video here, a separate video on the Pokemon channel, showing off the Gigantamax forms for all the boys. So you got Rillaboom's one, you got Cinderace, and you got also, here we are, you got Inteleon. That's the names, of course. I'm so stupid. Anyway, but yeah, you got their tingies right here doing their stuff, and yeah, you got not much really else being shown. It's just like the outfits again that we've already seen, which I gotta say though, having the Chairman Rose outfit's gonna be really interesting. I'm really excited to see how that's gonna look like. Well, you can already see it here, but I'm wondering how it's gonna look with my character and stuff, because I'm definitely picking this up now. But this is going to be an Isle of Armor, Isle of Armor DLC. Jeez. So yeah, we're going to really see how that's going to turn out then. For now, though, there's really not much else to say. There's really just nothing else to say. And yeah, that's basically the end of the video, guys. If you want me to do a full-on breakdown of the Nintendo Direct, like the actual full Direct, I could do a live stream, like after this video. I could just do a live stream. Just let me know in the comment section down below. If we, let's say, hit 500 likes in this video in the first hour, I'll get a stream up. We'll talk about the whole Direct. We'll discuss it, have conversations about it. I'll answer all your questions and that sort of stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, guys, though. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. Thank you so much. I'll see you all the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.